Good evening, everyone. My name is James Oluwole, and it's an excitement again to have every one of you join us again today at the James Oluwole Leadership Masterclass. Today, being the 24th of August 2025, is another exciting time, exciting season, and I'm excited to have you all join us today. If you're joining us for the first time or you're connecting and watching this YouTube live, I just want you to know that the James Oluwole Leadership has been created to develop leaders so that we can impact our world. And my humble self, I am currently a John Maxwell certified leadership expert, speaker, trainer, and a coach. And I'm also a certified ACCA chartered accountant, and I've been in the developmental sector for over 15 years. And at the management level for over 10 years. It's exciting connecting with you. And today we are looking at a very interesting topic that we started 2 weeks ago, and we're ending up the part 2 of that today. We've been looking at the strategies for rebuilding motivation after setbacks in the pursuit of your goals in life. What to do when you are stuck, what to do when you are frustrated, what to do when you fail or you are about to give up. And in our part 1, we went through a clear descriptions and also introduction in the part 1, looking at all of the situations that happen when one is demotivated. And I will encourage you, if you've not listened to the part 1 of that teaching, please do. It's going to help you a lot. And it's there on the YouTube James Oluwole Leadership YouTube channel. You can always access that. At the part 2 today, I will quickly do a recap of the part 1 and we dive into the part 2. And today, my intention is to provide you 8 strategies that you need to have to rebuild motivation and develop a culture of discipline towards attainment of your dreams and goals in life. Now, during our part 1 masterclass 2 weeks ago, I did share the first 2 strategies in rebuilding the motivation after a setback in the pursuit of your dreams. And today, I will continue, but kind of just sharing the part 1, a bit of those first 2 points. And the number 1 I did share is for you to rebuild the strategies towards achieving motivation in fulfillment of your goals is 1, you must believe in yourself to achieve the dreams and goals of your life. Please understand that the number 1 strategy is you believing in yourself. If you don't believe in your capacity to be great in life, you may become one of the most frustrated person in this world. Your fulfillment in life is traceable to your belief in you. The world cannot believe more in you than you believe in yourself. The current life challenges you are facing should never overwhelm you, but rather it should stretch you in bringing the best out of you. Your ability to go far in life is on the condition of your willingness to push yourself, and you can't push yourself beyond the level of your belief. Therefore, rise up today in the new you. So your number 1 strategy that you must have is that you have to believe in yourself. The number 2 is that you must be around people of passion that believes in your dream. You have to be around people of passion that believes in your dream. And you have to be intentional about that. Don't be emotional with the kind of people around your cycle. You have to be intentional to have the people of passion and hunger that believes in you. John Maxwell said, do you have people in your life that react to the spark of your life? The people in your life today, are they fire lighters that blows up when things occur? Or are they firefighters that calm situations down when things get bad? Who are the kind of people you have around you? Are they fire lighters or are they fighters? You have to decide the kind of friends that you have. You have to decide the kind of relationship that you keep within your network if you want to achieve your goals in life. Anyone that enjoys throwing gasoline to the fire of your life instead of quenching it, please understand that that person is a liability, and you should avoid such kind of people from your life and destiny. Being around people of passion that believes in your goal in life provide you encouragement to stay focused and committed to your goals in life. Please understand that you have to be intentional with the kind of people you have around you. And the number 3 strategy, which is a new one that we are starting today as our number 3 strategy, is that understand that failure is the foundation of success. Please do. You have to see failure as the stepping stone to success. Failure is part of the journey to success in life, and you must learn from your failure. For one to assume he or she may not encounter failure or setback in the pursuit of your goal, I'm sorry, but this could be a self-deception. And this could be the reason you never took the bold step to do something great and meaningful in your life. At every stage of your life, friend, I want you to understand that there is always a price to pay. At every stage of our life, we would always have a price to pay for the next level of greatness we desire for ourselves. For the next level of greatness you desire for yourself, there is always a price to pay. Not willing to pay the price may keep you at a low level of life. The price could be the price of rejection. The price to pay could be the price of failure. The price to pay could be the price of frustration. It could be the price of mockery. It could be the price of reproach in your journey to greatness. Please understand it. And you must learn from failure and work smart never to repeat that failure again. From the book Failing Forward, written by John Maxwell, he shared that the step to fail forward in life is to realize that one major difference between an average person and an achieving person is how they react. How do you react in your difficult moment? An average person blames others, whereas an achieving person takes responsibility. An average person continues to repeat the same kind of mistakes, whereas an achieving person learns from each mistake and make an effort not to repeat it. An average person expecting never to fail again, whereas an achieving person knows that failure is part of the progress in life. An average person accepts tradition blindly, but an achieving person challenges outdated assumptions. An average person is always being limited by their past mistakes, but an achieving person understands that I have to take an opportunity to take new risks. An average person is always thinking that he or she is a failure, but an achieving person believes that no matter the circumstances of the situation, they are a winner, they are not a failure. An average person believes of quitting. but an achieving person believes of persevering. Please, I need you to understand that the people who achieve the most in life are those who are ready to fail forward and not scared to fail. My question to you, why are you afraid of failure? Why do you allow failure to create much anxiety in you? Success is not avoiding failure. Success is not avoiding fear and taking less of risks. No. And I need you to understand that every great inventor, every successful person in any field of life, they have their shares of failures and setback in their success journey. Every inventor, every great person you could ever think of, they have their share of failure. The secret of their success is progress, even in the midst of failure. Now, let's be honest. Failure could be embarrassing. It hurts. It's painful. And I am not saying you should ignore the pain of failure, but rather let the pain of failure propel you to improve and bring the best out of you. Some years back, let me share a quick story with you. Some years back, I was a student of ACCA, Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, UK, with a clear goal to build my professional skills and knowledge in the field of accounting, finance, and business. I wrote several papers at my foundational level and my professional levels, and I failed. To pass each paper under ACCA exam, one has to score 50 marks and above. And there are times I scored 47. There were times I scored 48. There were times I scored 49. That's how close it was. And 49 is still a failure, as long as you did not hit 50. And I had to re-register again. I had to pay for the fees. I had to rewrite the exams. Everyone that had gone through that journey will tell you what it takes to write an ACCA exam. ACCA is one exam that you write and you fail, and you feel proud that you're a student of ACCA. That is how tough it was. I went through those pain. I went through the hard strategy of studying again and to develop the strategy of time management so that I can emerge. When I relocated from the city of Abuja, Nigeria, to Tamale, Ghana in 2016, myself and my family, there was no ACCA exam centers in Tamale or any part of the northern region of Ghana as at that period. I had to travel several times by road to Kumasi. And Kumasi in Ghana takes an average of 6 hours drive to 7 hours using public transport. I had to lodge in hotels. I had to stay for days preparing for a week or two outside, away from home, before I go to sit for 2-3 papers during those periods. And when I'm traveling back after my exams, many times I ended my paper 3 p.m., 4 p.m. and running back to the bus station to pick up the next bus back to Tamale. And sometimes I encounter challenges that the bus is filled up and I still needed to go through that route. And there are times that I would even stand, traveling 6 hours, standing. Why? Because I needed to go through the pain to achieve greatness in life. Can you imagine the pain? Can you imagine the stress? Can you imagine the frustrations going through the trip? Sometimes twice a year, from 2017 up to 2019. I wrote my final paper in March 2019, and I became a qualified chartered accountant. Let me share with you today, there is no scar or there is no star without a scar. There is no gain without going through pain. There is no success without testing the pain of failure. John Maxwell said, do not ignore the emotional part of your failure. Accept it. Cry if needed. Find someone you trust who believes in your goal in life to share the pain with afterwards. And afterwards, shake up yourself and face the failure. Don't run away from your failure. I have many friends, many colleagues that I met that were ACCA students and they never got qualified. Why? They ran away from their failures, or they may have other reasons. Failure has a cost. It bruises your ego and pride. It has a cost. It makes you feel ashamed and embarrassed. But if you suppress the emotional part of failure, it denies you the ability to reset and reinvent your mind, to confront it and overcome the challenge. You must process the pain of failure, because if you don't, you will not learn from it and achieve the success that you are expected to achieve. So you have to suppress it. As much as failure is painful, you have to allow the pain not to hold you back. You have to challenge yourself and understand that every challenges are roadblocks to your success. Every challenges are roadblocks to your to the opportunities and to your next level. But you have to pass through that. Therefore, don't fear failure. Don't avoid discomfort. It is the pathway to your greatness. Number 4 strategy in rebuilding motivation in the pursuit of your goals and dreams in life is you must reinvent yourself. If you must rebuild yourself, friend, you have to reinvent yourself. I read of a CEO who was working hard in an organization she was leading with her team. And they were making every effort for the organization to become successful, to sustain the challenges that they were having. They were going through a lot of setbacks, a lot of difficulties, and every effort to see the organization remain sustainable was a pain. She took a bold decision and she resigned her position as the CEO on a Friday. And the next Monday, she resumed back to the same organization as the design and strategy specialist. She resigned on Friday as the CEO, and she reinvented herself on Monday as a design and strategy specialist. All she did was to reinvent herself, and she strategized to face the monster, stopping the organization from striving, and the monster started with her in the role of a CEO. She took the bold step, and when she changed that monster and took another position in the same organization, they began to work and they emerged, and that organization became profitable. The question I have to you, are you committed to reinventing yourself in the midst of difficult times, or you are complaining? Yes, life could have been tough to you. Life could have been challenging. James doesn't understand what I'm going through. What are you doing today to reinvent yourself? What are you doing today to reinvent your perspective? Just like this CEO did. There are some positions many of us were into that we should have let go and move on. But many of us were scared. What is holding you back? Unfortunately, this is where many end their dreams in life. They are not willing to reinvent themselves. Please, I need you to understand that every great transformation starts with a decision to reinvent yourself. Yes, you may have been stuck. You may have been rejected. You may have been frustrated and tired. I am asking you today to reemerge and let the new you come out. Miles Moron, Dr. Miles Moron said something, and I would like to share. He said, reinvention is the act of breaking your own limits and build a new foundation where you can grow, where you can succeed, and where you can thrive. Reinvention is not luxury. It is a necessity. And please understand that it's not luxury. When I ask you to reinvent yourself, it's not luxury. It's a necessity. At every point in time, we need to be reinventing and reimagining as individuals. We have to. So it's a necessity. Every phase of your life demands a new version of you. Are you changing? Are you changing, or you are still remaining the old you of 10 years ago? The old you of 15 years ago? What works for you 5 years ago may not work for you today. The world is moving fast than ever. Industries change. Opportunities shift. And your mindset must evolve. Not willing to reinvent yourself is to stay stuck in life and never achieve something meaningful. That's the risk. Reinvention is not about throwing away your past. Please, and Dr. Miles Moron said it, that I ask you to reinvent yourself doesn't mean you have to throw away your past. It doesn't mean you have to reject the old you. No. But we are saying that as much as your past is important, you must acknowledge your past and the lessons from the mistakes of your past and the failures to build a stronger and a much better of you today. Refine your past identity, but don't throw away your past. You have to refine it. You have to remodel it. You have to reshape it. But I'm not asking you to throw it away, because your past is part of your success story in your journey to greatness. Dr. Miles Moron said again, reinvention is conscious decision to stop living on autopilot and start designing the life you truly wanted. I take that again. Reinvention is an autopilot. It's a conscious decision to stop living on autopilot and start designing the life you truly want. He said, the power of reinvention lies in its ability to free you from the chain of stagnation and frustration. The greatest prison, and please hear me well, the greatest prison that most people live is not made of walls or chains. It is made of their own limiting beliefs and mental barriers that create invisible walls you build in your mind, stopping you to maximize your full potential. Don't tell me you've been in the prison of life. The prison that has held you down is the prison of your limiting beliefs. It's the prison that has denied you the capacity to grow yourself. It's you not admitting and willing to change perspective and keeping yourself the way you should. And I'm encouraging you today that please, you have to work on that. You must be willing to involve to achieve your greatest dreams and goals in life. Your challenges in life are not meant to break you. They are not meant to push you but rather your challenges are meant to push you to your next level. Reinvention is not a one-time event, it's a continuous process of growth and discovery of yourself. The moment you stop evolving, you start decaying and dying. The moment you are failing to evolve, you start decaying and dying. I want to encourage you today, stop looking at your age. I don't know how old you may be, but please understand that no matter the level of your life, all you need is to keep reinventing yourself. You can still add a value, and you can be a value-added individual. Don't tell me you've wasted the past years. Yes, we understand. But what are you doing today to reinvent yourself? I listened many times to my revealed mentor, John Maxwell, who currently is at age 78 years old. And you hear John saying he doesn't like sitting around old people. He says, I don't like to be around old people. He says, because old people are boring. And I keep imagining at 78, John still sees himself that he's not old. 78 years old. Why? Because he wants to continue to challenge himself. He wants to continue to evolve and keep growing to add value to people. At 78, he is still traveling around the world to raise great leaders in politics, to raise great leaders in business conglomerates, to raise great leaders in the developmental sectors and religious leaders across the world. John Maxwell is intentional on a daily basis, not minding his age, to reinvent himself and to stay relevant. What's stopping you? What's stopping me? Currently, as I speak to you, the International Maxwell Conference is holding currently at the Marriott Orlando World Trade Center in US with more than 3,000 participants. And John Maxwell will be fully available in all events. The event started on Friday and is going to end on Wednesday. This man will be there all through, including signing of books and taking pictures with thousands of people. Why? Because he's a living legend in the field of leadership. In September or October thereabout this year, the Maxwell leadership has been invited by the government of Argentina. They are going to Argentina to transform the nation of Argentina. At age 78, John Maxwell is still running and reinventing himself. This is what reinvention helps you to do. Age is not a limit to your purpose and passion in life. Age is not. The reason you think you have nothing to offer or you feel you are now old is because you are failing to reinvent yourself and you have a limited mindset that is not ready to stretch. Warren Buffett is currently at age 94 years old, and Warren Buffett had been the CEO of his company, Berkshire Hathaway, and he just announced recently that he would be stepping down as a CEO at the end of year 2025, and he's handing it over to his second in command, Greg Abel. Warren Buffett has been in CEO age 94. 94, still active. Warren Buffett is currently the 5th richest man in the world. The Forbes report, as at May 2025, indicates the value of Warren Buffett is over 160.2 billion US dollars. As at May 2025, that is what Warren Buffett is worth at age 94. What do you think is making Warren Buffett to still be active as a CEO on daily basis, he chose to reinvent himself. What are you doing today to reinvent yourself? He didn't see himself as an old person. For you to invite John Maxwell for just a virtual speaking event, that John Maxwell is appearing online, that you're inviting him, you have to pay $50,000 to $100,000 US for a 2 hours to 3 hours event to have John Maxwell virtually. And if you want to invite him physically, you would pay close to $200,000 to $200,000 to have physical John Maxwell on your program. The worth of you, the worth of me is determined by our ability to keep reinventing ourselves. I am sharing these stories to you not to make you feel unhappy. I am sharing this story to you to motivate you and to provoke you, for you to understand that age is not a limit. What is your age that you're already thinking of retirement or you want to give up? With all humility, for our parents that in Africa, you see many of them at age 50, at age 60, they have already retired and they chose not to do anything after that. They tell you, I have served my nation. I have served for 35 years. And at age 60, when others are running, when the likes of Dr. Bishop Oyedepo are running at age 71, creating impact, many of our parents are retired. And all they do is they pick newspaper, they watch news, they send you all the videos on social media, and they choose not to reinvent themselves. I'm not trying to be insulting, but I'm trying to awaken every one of us that the value is in every of us to decide what we want in our life. Dr. Olumide Emmanuel shared a story of a woman who retired, and she happened to be a very good university lecturer up to the professor level, and she has the ability to speak French. And when she resigned, she came to him, oh, my son, I've resigned. I'm no longer, I've retired now. And he asked her, oh, Mama, what are you doing? And she said, oh, I'm not doing anything for now. And he said, but I know you can speak French. Why don't you think of building your capacity in that area and reaching out to the ECOWAS and the rest of these organizations so that you can act, you can be their speaking, a translator for them. And she said, wow, she never thought of it. And that was how this woman at over 65 years old of age reemerged. And she went into becoming a translator. And today, even at 70, she's making great impact and making good money. I'm telling you the truth that no matter your level, you can still reinvent yourself. No matter your age, you can still be the best that you want to be. Number 5, strategy to rebuilding your motivation in the pursuit of your goals in life. You must have a mentor or a coach in your life. To reinvent yourself, you must have a mentor or a coach in your life. In tough and difficult seasons of your life, do you have a mentor or a coach with proven experience, with integrity and track records that you can run to for guidance? Who do you have? Please, I want you to understand that the challenges of your life is as a result of your ability not to have mentors around you. And I need you to understand that no matter what you're going through, someone has already gone ahead of you. There is no challenge you're going through today that someone had not yet gone through. And all you needed is access, for them to grant you the access so that you can, the challenge that may take you 10 years may take you 1 month to achieve if you leverage on mentorship. Who do you have that provide guidance and coach to you? Mentors are critical, and I see many of us, we still make this mistake. not understanding the value of mentorship, not understanding the value of having someone in your life as a coach who coach you in your career, who coach you in your relationships, who coach you in your investment and business decisions, who coach you in the critical decisions of your life, who is the one that guides you, who mentors you in tough times of your life. Please, I want to throw a challenge to you, and particularly for those on Zoom and also those on WhatsApp. I would like you to write the name of the mentor that you know, that you have, that coaches or that impacts your life, and those that you run to when you have difficult moments. With all due respect, I would like you to drop that either on Zoom, you can drop it on the chat box. I want to throw a challenge, because you see, many of us, sometimes we assume that, oh, I have a mentor, but you don't have, your mentor doesn't even know that you have it. You are the one calling somebody your mentor, and the person never knew that you are his mentor, you are his coach, or he's a coach to you or a mentor to you. So I want everyone to drop, and for those on WhatsApp, you can go to the James Oluwole platform and drop if you can. That would be great. I just want you to know who is your mentor. Now, as we continue, who do you run to that can objectively analyze your problem and give you the best advice, not minding your reaction, even when you may not like it? But that is the solution to your next level. Who are you following in your journey of life, and humble to learn from them? Who is leading you? That's a question for you. The reason you are tired and frustrated is because you lack true mentorship and a coach in your life. When you are about to give up, who can you run to that can give you strength? When you are about to make a bad decision, who can you tell to correct and guide you from making the error? Who do you have people in your life that blesses you on a daily basis apart from your parents? Who is committed to see that you never fail as a result of your sincere followership and service to them? Do you have those kind of people in your life? One of the major mistakes I see many people make is to have mentors or coach who don't even know how to use their mentors and coaches. They don't even know how to use them. Major decisions of your life, you don't share with your mentors until you crash before you come running to them to share your frustration. No. You have your mentors to guide you. You have your coach to help you in your journey to success. Do you even understand the definition of a mentor or a coach? I'm not sure many do. Never call anyone your mentor or a coach if you are not ready to submit yourself to their mentorship and to put into practice what they teach you and tell you, particularly if their counsel aligns to your growth and development in life. Never. Mentors don't need us. We need them. Don't think you are helping your mentor. You can't. I can't. Because even if you're offering that mentor a money, even if you're offering them a gift to honor them, you cannot replace the value of a mentorship. Just a simple advice could save you 10 years of an error and a regret from a mentor. A recommendation from your mentor may open door of treasures to life with opportunities that your 10 years of hard work can never give you. Just a prayer or a word of wisdom in your life from your mentor can push you towards favor that 5 years of your hard and smart work may not achieve you. I can tell you with every honesty that the reason you are stuck in your career and business could be that you lack true mentorship in your life. I'm being very honest with you. Many have communicated to their mentors for a very long time. You hear them say, oh, I don't want to disturb my coach. I don't want to disturb my mentor. And you are not sharing any progress. You are not sharing your success with your mentor. And you're not sharing your challenges with your mentor. That's not how to keep mentorship. Your mentor must be valued. At least you should be able to reach out to them minimum once a month or at least in a quarter. Keep the relationship, keep the network. And it's not just bad news we share. You should also share good news. We will soon be wrapping up and taking questions if there are. Now let's go to number 6 strategy. And I hope this is helping. Please, if it's helping, I would like you just to drop on the chat box that you are enjoying this. I would like people to comment if this is helpful and you're gaining more knowledge from this. Please drop it also on the WhatsApp platform. Let me hear if this is really intriguing and you are excited with what I'm sharing. Number 6, strategies in rebuilding. In rebuilding motivation is conduct a reassessment of your life goals and dreams. You have to conduct a reassessment. You have to do a reassessment of your goals. You have to check through it. Before you give up on a project or a goal you are working on, I want you to ask yourself these questions. What is the cost in terms of the level of effort and resources you have invested into it? Because you see, sometimes when we are stuck, it's also an opportunity for us to do a reassessment. So you need to ask yourself some basic questions. What is the cost? What is the level of effort I've invested into this? Is it worth it? What is the future estimated cost you may incur to pursue the goals into reality? Is it worth it? Should I just drop it off? Or the future benefit is much better? If the goal is achieved today, these are questions you need to ask yourself. Is the benefit higher as compared to the costs? If those goals are achieved today, what could be the benefit as compared to the costs? What sacrifice are you willing to make to achieve your dream if the benefit is worthwhile? Do you know, or do you even owe your goals? Or is it another person's goal or dreams you are pursuing? Are you pursuing people's dream? Sometimes it's important to have a pause and a reflect approach to reevaluate your goals and dreams in life. Be honest to yourself to adjust some things where necessary. Stop forcing your way if you lack clarity to your end goal. Don't force it. If the clarity is not there, just reassess it. If you need to take a break from the goal and later you revisit it, please do. Don't kill yourself. If you need to let go of it and go after something new, please do. Don't stifle yourself on one particular goal due to pride or shame, and you are not willing to make an adjustment. Please remember, it's your choice, and you must make the right choices in life. Nobody will make that choice for you. Be open to change, as sometimes your original plan may not be the right fit. Be willing to pivot or adjust your strategy. Explore new possibilities by considering other paths or methods to achieving your goals that you may not have initially considered. These are the things I want you to think through. Doing a pause and a reflect, doing a reassessment of your goal so that you don't remain stuck. And that is our number 6. Our number 7 strategy is please never stop learning and growing. Never stop. At the time you are stuck and about to give up, that is the best time to grow yourself and to improve yourself by learning something new. And I'm telling you this from experience. Those difficult moments of your lives are the best time for you to grow, at the best time for you to learn. Sometimes ignore your current challenges and start reading a book or register for a course program, and I can assure you that will help you a lot. Please, I want you to understand that the guarantee that your tomorrow and your future will be great is your intentionality to grow yourself today, has always been said by John Maxwell. Tough and challenging moments of your life are the best times to pivot and start learning something new. For example, and I need to share some personal example to you. Earlier this year, my family went through a tough and a challenging time as a result of the shutdown of the USA project, which affected many of us in the NGO industry. And my organization was affected. Our 2025 budget was significantly affected. And I, being part of the country management team member, we went through difficult and painful moments to terminate over 80 employees earlier this year during the first phase. And that was one of the most painful moments in my career. And we knew that there was going to be another phase of termination sometimes in May. Now, these are tough moments, unanticipated. A decision by the US government deciding to shut down the program unannounced, and all of a sudden there was a disruption in the market. There was a disruption in the industry. Many of us in the NGO network we don't know our fate. For an average person at that moment, that is not the time for you to start. That is the time for you to start keeping your finances safe and you make plans. That is the time you start saving the little money you have, because there is uncertainty. And that is not the time to make a major financial expenses as a result of you don't know what tomorrow lies on you. But what did I and my wife did? But myself and my wife, we agreed to still pursue our goal for 2025 in the areas of knowledge acquisition, in the areas of our learning and personal development, while making adjustments in other areas of our lives. Even during that period, we still chose to pursue our learning. In April, I had made a planned trip to the US to attend the Maxwell Leadership Conference and the certification, and I went for that trip, knowing the fact, fully funded, fully paid in thousands of dollars by myself. I visited Los Angeles also, even after my conference in Orlando. Earlier in February and March, my wife and I took a leadership course program with the Covenant University to shaping our leadership skill. My wife took another bold step in late April to register and become a Maxwell Program certified member towards a certification as the Certified Maxwell Leadership Coach, Speaker, and Trainer. That cost over $4,000. We took that decision, even at a time that we didn't have or we didn't know of what tomorrow lies in us. I have taken other course programs under Dr. Olumide on career and business growth. wealth creation, and we are still committed to take other planned programs ahead of us before the end of this year. Now, the question you may be asking is, why are we doing this? And I know you may be asking this, why is James doing this? Now, the reason I'm doing this, and on myself and my wife, we chose to do this, is because we understood that the value of knowledge acquisition. We understood that you cannot make impact and you cannot grow until you are ready to learn and invest in yourself. No vision can excel without investment in acquisition of skills and knowledge and applying it. We did not allow the President Trump usage shutdown funding challenges to overwhelm us. We trusted God, we believed in ourselves and our goals, and we changed our perspective, knowing that the solution to the sudden usage occurrence and setback in our life and career is to focus on our personal growth and development. I became a more transformed person after my encounter at the Maxwell Leadership Conference in April. Our family goals was made clearer, and the fire I caught from passionate people changed my perspective to be a person of impact and value. I was not scared, even if I lose my job. I was just passionate to add value to everyone around me. I became an energy and a motivator to many people, including my team in my organization. Even in the darkest period of our life, we still decided on how we want to go through that period. There was a resurgence of belief within our management team in my organization, and we were ready to restart and move beyond USAID funding. My wife and I were in constant communication with some of our mentors and close family and friends on the need to remain focused in those challenging times. When I look back from January to date, today is 24th of August. Friend, I can confidently tell you, there was no regret of our decision to grow and develop ourselves. No regrets. Your difficult moments should be your learning and growing moments in life. Your difficult moment is your learning and your growing moment in life. Your ability to stay disciplined, to learn and to grow yourself during challenging times will help you to navigate and bounce back strongly. You become creative with problem-solving skills to overcome any obstacles that comes your way. Jim Rohn, he said, formal education in college and university will make you a living, but self-education through personal development and growth will make you a fortune. Therefore, commit to learning, because personal growth and development will make a fortune to your life. As I conclude, the number 8, the last point in the last strategy, number 8, please understand that maintain a constant life of gratitude. Maintain a constant life of gratitude. Gratitude determines your altitude in life. No matter your condition and situation in life, friend, please, I need you to understand, colleagues and friends, you are still better off than many people at your current state and level in life that you feel angry about, other people are wishing they are at that level that you are angry about. That's the prayer of another person. Please be grateful no matter the circumstances of your life. If you have nothing to be grateful for, can I be honest? Something is wrong with you. You may not have the resources yet to start the project or expand the business, but be grateful that your brain is still active to think and develop strategies to make that project a success. Many insane people are in the street and they are just wishing to become normal like you. And this is one of the reasons we just have to be grateful on a daily basis, no matter the challenges of your life. During your waiting period in life, that is the time to be grateful. When your health condition is going bad, as per doctor's report, build courage to still be grateful for the gift of life. When you lack the financial resources and no employment, stay strong with gratitude that your tomorrow will be greater than your today. You might seem to be in your desert of life currently. Please remain thankful and grateful in the midst of obstacles, knowing that the picture you see tomorrow would become a reality as long as you show that heart of gratitude. Therefore, have a grateful heart and always appreciate the grace and the gift of God in your life. Yes, James may not understand what I'm passing through, but you are still breathing and alive. If you don't embrace the gift of life, you stand to be disgraced. Until you appreciate your existence and life in general, you can't make contribution into it. The first step to making contribution to life is acknowledging that you are existing. Anything you thank God for, you are authorized to have more of it. Anything you don't appreciate, my friend, you lose it. Whatever you don't appreciate, you lost it. Stop being negative. Stop the cry. Stop the complaining. And think deep of the success you have achieved over the last 3 to 7 years. You will see that truly there is a clear progression in your life. A heart of gratitude propels you to be focused in the pursuit of your goals and dreams in life, and to maintain resilience to withstand the pressures and challenges of life. Please understand that gratitude is a multiplier, and please find time to think and appreciate grace and the mercies of God in your life and family. In conclusion, there is a story of a farmer and a donkey as shared by John Maxwell in one of his books, The Law of Pain. And I would just like to share that story as we conclude. One day, a farmer's donkey fell into a well. The animal cried painfully for hours. So the farmer tried to figure out what to do. He finally decided that the animal was old and the well needed to be covered up anyway because it was dried well and there was no water in the well. So the farmer decided it is no longer worth the stress and investment to pull the donkey out. And he then invited all of his neighbors to come over and help him to cover up the well and the donkey inside the well. The farmer's friend grabbed their shovel and they began to shovel dirt into the well. The donkey realized what was happening and he began to cry. Horrible cry, horrible pain, knowing the end has come. To everyone's amazement, the donkey quiets down, and for each shovel of death that hit his back, the donkey was doing something amazingly. The donkey was shaking the debts, and he was taking a step up. So as the neighbor's farmer continued to put the debt on top of the animal, he will take it off. He will shake it off and take a step up. And pretty soon, to everyone's amazement, the donkey stepped over the edges of the well as the debt was covering up the well instead of the donkey. And the donkey survived the horrible experience. The food for thought I have for every one of us as I conclude: my friend, life is going to shovel debts on you, and all kinds of debts: failure, disappointment, frustrations, abuse, hatred, sickness, stagnation, depression, financial lack, poverty, whatever that you can talk about. The trick to getting out of the well is to shake it off and take a step up. Each of our troubles in life, our challenges in our family, our challenges in our work, in our businesses, in your health, whatever the challenge could be, they are stepping stones to get you out of your well if you choose to shake it off and take the next step up, just like the donkey did. As I end this masterclass today, please, I want you to remember the 8 strategies of building practical and life-applicable motivations to rebuilding and setting up yourself and helping you to bounce back when you find yourself in any challenges of life. Number 1, you must believe in yourself and believe in your dreams. Number 2, you must be around people that are hungry and are passionate. Number 3, see failure as the foundation of success. Number 4, reinvent yourself and emerge strong. Number 5, have mentors and coach in your life. Number 6, reassess your dreams and goals in life. Number 7, never stop learning and growing. And the final one, maintain a constant life of gratitude. Thank you so much. It's been a great time having this section with every one of us. And at this moment, I would like to take questions. Thank you. Thank you so much. What I can say is this, that one of the mistakes I see many people make, particularly many that are from the African cycle, is that people assume that you should just have one mentor, your pastor, your imam, your godfather. Now, that person could be great in just one thing, maybe as a spiritual leader, and might be a failure in marriage, might be a failure in investment, doesn't have any knowledge in financial investment, may not have any knowledge in career development. So now, my encouragement to people, and this is what I do, please, you are permitted to have as many mentors that you choose to. I have mentor. John Maxwell is not my financial and investment mentor. No. John Maxwell is my leadership and career mentor. Dr. Olumide Emmanuel is my financial and investment mentor. I choose the mentors I have in different levels of life. John Maxwell, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel, they are pastors, but they are not my spiritual mentor. I have my spiritual mentor in the person of Dr. Bishop Oyedepo. So I'm just giving you this example so that you can understand. I have mentor in marriage. I have mentor in different areas. So you must identify in different areas that you decide who is a mentor. A mentor is somebody that has a proven track record of success in that field. Evidence is not emotional. Track record. You're following somebody that has not achieved success in life and you're following them for you to become success. No. So you have to be intentional in the kind of mentors you create based on your field. Your mentor might not be, for instance, there is this great guy, Dan Locke. I follow him recently, and he's into sales. I think he's a Chinese guy. I don't know where he is, but he looks like a Chinese person. Dan Locke. I follow him. There are a lot of people that I follow that I learned so much from. So and I don't know much about their lifestyles, but on the specific area, on the context that I feel add value to me and to my growth, I leverage on that and I follow them. So please, my encouragement is that please let's have a lot of questions and a lot of mentors around us that meet every area of our lives. Yeah, thank you so much, sir. I'm getting comments. Thank you, Bridget. Great to have you, Bridget. It's been a long time. He said, thank you, sir, for your words of encouragement. Thank you so much, Pastor Steve. I'm so grateful to have you, sir. Pastor Femi Babatunde also, thank you so much, sir. Mr. Thomas Kangando, he says, thank you, sir. You have completely addressed all my concerns. Thank you so much. And if we don't have questions, I just want to keep letting you know that my wish and desire is that we are replicating every of these things. I try as much as possible to make it practical, to make it to share more of the personal stories of myself or stories that I can validate to add to the context of these teachings. And this is to kind of build more and to give you that credibility, to provide the credibility of the information we're providing here, that we are not just teaching friction. No, we are teaching life applicable teachings and experiences that we go through, I go through, people around that have listened to go through, so that you can understand that no matter the circumstances you find yourself, there is still a way forward. Nobody should choose to limit you or herself. And I just want to thank everyone for your time. We will be looking at our next teaching in the next 2 weeks again, and I will share with us all what we will be looking into the next 2 weeks. But at the moment, I just want to encourage everyone that please, let's start planning next year, the year 2026. And I want to be more intentional, and I need to start announcing it now. As much as we're going to continue to have this program every 2 weeks, bi-weekly, I want to be more focused and serious-minded, with serious-minded people that are ready to advance themselves to their next level. I need to be very objective and honest with everyone. And this might not be for you if you choose to. The level of your growth is the level of your investment in life. And that is an evidence of my life. The level of your growth is the level of your investment in life. So in 2026, I'm going to be organizing a lot of sections that would be a paid event that would not affect what we're doing currently on growth development in key areas. And we are going to be having one-to-one sections in different levels that we want to make this, advance this to the next level. I see many people still struggling in the area of finances. I see many people still struggling in other areas that I feel I can also provide that leverage and support on. So please start preparing your mind, start preparing yourself. And it may not even be with me. Think about investing 2026. Please do more of growing yourself. It has not to do with James. What I'm doing here is to propel you, to push you to grow yourself. And never think that my intention is that it has to be with me. No, I don't know everything. I am still learning. I am investing myself every day to learn and grow. So, and I will encourage you that please think about this in 2026, that as much as you are thinking of other things for your plan and goals, investment in yourself is critical. And please, I encourage people for that. Before we end this year, I had said we're not going to talk about finance, but I still felt that there is a need to speak about finance. So we'll have one section thereabout to speak about finance before the end of this year. And by December, we'll definitely go on break. So probably our sections for the rest of the year might just be not up to 5, I'm not sure, before the end of this year. But please know that one of those sections, we're going to touch finance. And I can assure you that it's not something you would want to miss. I just want to thank everyone again for believing in the James Oluwole Leadership, believing in me. I deeply appreciate you. And please continue to stay connected, continue to stay motivated. Don't stop growing. Don't stop learning. Thank you so much, sir. I have Mr. Ogunshaya here. He says, thank you so much for another insightful section tonight. The saying that if you stop learning, you start dying is true fact of life. Sincere appreciation. Thank you so much, sir. I see a message also from Ajoke Brown. She says, thank you so much. I think that is my sister-in-law, Tope. Thank you for joining. Malan also says, thank you so much. I appreciate everyone. Those on WhatsApp also that are joining. I see a lot of people. I want to thank you for staying tuned. And please, as usual, the recording section and the YouTube live will be uploaded on YouTube by Tuesday, thereabout, or Wednesday. Now, we are taking our time to make sure that we are providing an excellent, record to the public, because this is now becoming a global brand, and we want to make sure that we are keeping to that standard as much as we are growing in this. Please don't relent in growing yourself. And let's keep in touch. If you're interested to be part of the James Oluwole Leadership WhatsApp platform, it's available. You can always access it. I just want to thank everyone. I may not call your name, but I sincerely appreciate your time this evening. Let's keep growing. Let's keep investing. Thank you so much. And a sincere appreciation to my wife, Mrs. Omotola. Thank you for being there. A sincere appreciation to my media team, Desire Vania, Godfred, Bode Thomas, everyone. Olayinka, for your excellent job. And my media team are working virtually. I only have Desire and Vania physically here, but the level of team effort, it's amazing. Thank you guys for always being there. I sincerely appreciate you all. Thank you, everyone. Please have a great week ahead. Enjoy your week. Thank you. And let's stay in touch the next 2 weeks. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mommy Glory. Thank you so much, Ma, for being there. She said, thank you for the 8 points hymn. It is well. Thank you, Mr. Philemon, also for showing up. I appreciate. Please have a great time. Enjoy your week. Bye for now.